Who are you? Three challenging opponents. Before you stands a man adorned in blood-red armor, his face concealed behind a hideous mask. Just the merest sight of him is enough to send shivers running down your spine. A fearsome man points at you. You there, human woman, I must speak with you. Who are you? What do you want from me? I'm Kazaran, and I seek your aid. I have heard word that you witnessed the summoning of a spirit of the underworld in this city, and I desire to know where I may find the witch who called it forth. Tell me of her whereabouts, and you shall be rewarded well with a purse of 500 gold pieces. Why do you want to find this woman so badly? That is for us to know only. It is of no concern to you. If you wish to receive your reward, you will cooperate with us fully. That's fair enough. I'm not gonna tell the truth, I had no reason to do that. The woman was clearly had no bad intentions. The spirit never harmed anyone, and the intention was to just act as a distraction and then go away. Do I want to lie? Docks. Lying's not a problem to me. I believe I saw the woman you seek heading toward the docks. You might be able to find her there. Kazaran looks down upon you as though searching your mind for the truth of her answer. So be it. We must go in search of the witch at once, before she has a chance to escape our clutches. For now, I shall give you half of your promised reward. To claim the other half, I must insist you come to the witch's location and ensure that we procure her with no difficulty. I don't really care. But if I start to object, they will probably figure out I'm lying. So, very well, I shall meet you there. Kazaran motions for his lackeys to accompany him. They quickly depart in the direction you pointed them. Right. We were looking for someone else. The one who had the Minotaur's item. Custody of Mylock, Soul Brooch, a crooked gambler in the market district. Okay, but I guess he's not here then. See here? No. I'll ask questions. Maybe someone's seen her. Where the fuck would he be? Well. Can I rest? Just want to get my spells. Lost the packed ration. It's 1 goal. So do I give a shit? No.
This is beyond me.
You attempt to turn the knob of this door, but it appears to be locked from within. Knock. You believe you hear movement on the other side of the door, but no one answers your knock. As you wrap the door again, you hear nothing on the other side to make you believe anyone currently inhabits this room. Just as you are preparing to give on this endeavor and walk away, you hear the peephole of the door draw open. A raspy voice speaks from the other side. Who goes there? What business do you have coming rapping upon this door? The hawk's blood flows freely. Ah, ye must be sent by Shrek. Give me a moment, lass. You hear the lock on the door drawn back, and it suddenly swings forward before you. Yeah, forward. How good are these guys? Very, very good. Attack increase, damage increase. Attack increase, damage increase. But reasonable chance of getting a level up before facing these is 0. Yeah, nothing to see here.
What?
The man standing before you gives a welcoming grin, but his eyes glint with a dangerous light. So, you are here on business from Shrek, I take it. On behalf of the Bloodhawks, I welcome you. The Bloodhawk looks around the room, his eyes narrowing. I assume if you have sought us out, you have someone in mind you'd like to be rid of. Yet I see you are alone. The Bloodhawks do not like to be toyed with. Go retrieve the slave of yours and bother us no more until then. Bloodhawk motions you to leave the room and refuses to speak with you further.
What?
I see you have brought your champion with you, companion with you. He seems to be a fine specimen indeed. We shall lead you to our master. He'll be very pleased with the both of you. The two Bloodhawks smile at you, and you get the sense that something is horribly wrong. Suddenly you feel a sting on your neck. Raising your hand to it, you feel the feathered end of a small dart. Your vision already begins to blur. You see Markius stagger and fall to the floor. Whirls around you, but you feel no impact. You wake to the sound of a metal door clanging against cold, damp stone. Somebody's boot nudges you in the ribs, then winds you with a solid kick. A hood covers your face, but your hands and feet are free. Which one's slave and which one's master? You hear another kick and Marcus grunts in pain. Suddenly there are sounds of a scuffle. More grunts and groans, then the sickening sound of a breaking neck. You alright, Veria? Before you can answer, you hear a chair topple in the outer room and the sound of a heavy footsteps coming your way. You reach for your weapon only to find that it's not there. Blinded by your hood, you steel yourself. Right. Roll improved expertise, please. Holy shit.
Perish as you should!
Good hit. I don't think I have an arm. Well, I have an armor, but don't have the shield. But He can still hit me, but he needs what? What the fuck? He hit me with a 23. I have 25 armor class. Okay. Can you loot the goddamn corpses, please? They clearly have weapons, for fuck's sakes. And I can't take the weapons? Are you shitting me? No, the game is not shitting me. It actually is trying to do that. I mean, I understand this in normal situations, but this is a motherfucking jailbreak and we have no weapons, so I would be desperate for a weapon. And I can't use the weapons that the guys just used to try to kill me. Where's his weapon? He's the better fighter.
Yes, hello to you.
No real options at the moment. Can you even sneak? I still cast spells and I can still tank a little. We have a bow. Don't think so. I'm trying to save the sleep spells in case we run into something serious. Relatively serious.
Now just wait right
That's really my only option.
and don't move a muscle
I
until
need.
I say.
I basically need them to gather up a little bit.
Let the earth take you!
Let's
No
take them
escape!
down.
I'll see you dead!
Try not to die.
Prepare to be eviscerated!
Yeah, feel free to do
Alright.
something.
Let's take them down.
No equipment.
All right, crew.
Leave it
Let's
alone
take
for
them
now.
down.
Grahmin tongue. Grahmin, a strange herd beast found in the rural areas of the northern reaches, carry all manner of edible parts on their body. Their tongues are widely known for making a delicious meal. This item can be used as a ration. You will need to have some form of ration, so basically we can rest 4 times with this. And this is a good opportunity to rest anyway. Still, do I have lockpicking capabilities? No.
This usually works. I need a better. This usually works.
We need a weapon of any
I
kind.
need a better weapon.
That's what I don't understand. I mean, why was my equipment the only equipment in the chest? I need the sleep spells in case we get into a serious fight. So, might as well use a ration. Got 3 extra here, so... Grahmin tongue is lost. Crap, why did I move here? I lost all my advantage. They were easily targetable there. Now I can't do anything and I'm very vulnerable. No good armor, no weapons, so they'll get additional bonuses to hitting me. I don't understand why the designers of these modules love this shit. You enter the makeshift throne room, the stench of rot and decay hanging heavily in the air. Sitting nonchalantly before you is an elven man, his thin face twisted in a cruel sneer. His guard shifts uncomfortably as he beckons you closer. Well, well, well. I trust you woke pleasantly. Allow me to welcome you to my little lair beneath the city of Karak. Business is slow but profitable, and we so seldom receive visitors in this place. My pleasure, but it would be more pleasant if I knew your name. Markius suddenly comes forward, his eyes burning with intensity. I believe I can help with that. This accursed piece of filth is called Jordak. The elven leader of the Bloodhawks claps his hands in delight. It is good to see you again, my old friend, Mr. Albright. I knew the day would come when our paths would cross once more. Oh, I'm sure you thought you were terribly clever in tracking me down to this lair, but I assure you I was quite aware of all your inquiries into my whereabouts, old friend. You should have stayed in hiding, Markius. There are few who escape my grasp, and those who do would be well advised to stay out of it once and for all. But not you. No, you keep coming back. You simply had to follow me, had to involve yourself in my affairs, didn't you? That is a mistake I shall make you sorely regret. Yes, very sorely indeed. I take it that the two of you know each other? To answer your question, Markius and I know each other quite well. He was the only slave to ever escape my clutches, and now I can finally punish him for all the humiliation I have suffered on his behalf. Markius clenches his fists, his jaw set in grim determination. You are mistaken, Jordak. The humiliation has just begun. A cruel sneer emerges on Jordak's face. I tire of this witless banter. You and your companion shall die this evening, slave. Mark my words. So be it, Bloodhawks. Let's get this battle started. Jordak motions to his men. Come, let us show these precocious upstarts what comes of crossing blades with the Bloodhawks.
Prepare to be eviscerated,
I need to escape quickly. Jordak alone is oh my god, I fucking hate this game already.
No escape! I'll see you dead!
Absolutely hopeless position. I believe you did this to me, game.
Ooh, okay.
I can only buy time,
You will no escape. I'll see you dead.
and that's a single block out dead. There's really nothing I can do at this point. I can just stand here and be pummeled to death.
Taste of my wrath. To be
It's important
eviscerated.
that we maintain the improved expertise, otherwise all is lost.
You'll find your death. Prepare to be eviscerated, fool. Prepare to be eviscerated, fool.
The attacking Jordak. Okay. That's fine as long as he's keeping busy.
You will die.
I'm hoping to attract some attention, but it's likely I can hit anything. Yeah, we'll likely have to fight this fight again. This is just the stupidest. Yeah, and he's switching targets. This is just the stupidest possible place to fight in general. But I think we're sort of beyond trying to make a move at this point. I've used up my spells. Not much I can do. More or less just giving them free attacks with the chance of death too. There's a good chance he's using power attacks. That means he's never going to hit with anything.
All right.
He needs to
crew.
attack, otherwise they
Let's
get
take them
bonuses.
down.
Why did you stop attacking?
There's more with that.
For
All
fuck's
right,
sakes,
crew.
Markius, do
Let's
something.
take them down.
Anything. Don't just drink potions,
All
attack.
right, crew. Let's take them down.
Better than you have fallen before me.
Okay, things are starting to look fairly good. Oh, now they're looking bad. Suddenly a huge amount of hits. I'm going to try to stop him from shooting. Yeah, that was a bit close, too close for comfort. This wand is going to be useful, and this is going to earn us some money.
Yes, hello to you.
There's still areas left before we can escape. I think I do need to rest before we can continue on. Enemies nearby. That's all I needed to know. Have to be careful with the spell casting. I forget that all level spells, same level spells, use the same spell slots. Sleep is our only offensive ability at this point. I don't really have a weapon either, so we don't want to spend first level spells on anything but sleep. Single Bloodhog, 2, 3.
Ooh, okay.
Two of them got good saving throws. Would have been tough to take them out.
You will die. Prepare to be eviscerated, fool.
Slowly raise yourself up the rope to the sewers above. Markius looks upon you, his expression drawn in troubled thought. Finally, it is over. Jordak has met his doom. I was glad to be of help, Markius. Markius gives you a solemn nod. I thank you for it, lass. Know that you have my eternal gratitude for your aid in this matter. Some fellow travelers have made the journey north with me and are boarding at the tavern Karadanesh and Tarin Lightfingers. Perhaps you have met them already. If not, I recommend you seek them out and make their acquaintance. Raka's blessing upon you, Varia. I wish we could speak further, but I need to be alone with my thoughts for now. We'll meet again. Oh, fuck you. You took my items. You robbing piece of shit. Why couldn't they just have his sword there? I don't understand. Why couldn't I pick up even the simplest weapon from the guards who are clearly using weapons? That's the more important question.
Got up. Ooh, okay.
Let the earth take you!
How in the hell do they have such luck with saving throws? Oh, actually I didn't even hit the other guy. He's using combat tactics way too much. Yeah, improved power attack mode means minus 10 to his attack. He has a negative modifier to his attack. I mean, it has a purpose, but this is not it. It's to overcome damage resistances. That's why you use it. The problem is, against these guys it might work here and there. But against most guys it'll just mean you do less damage. Well, either way. I wonder what's the point of really stealing stuff from this guy. Might as well take his armor at this point. But let's not leave him butt naked. With that, Markius Albright turns and leaves, his form disappearing into the dark reaches underneath the city of Gara. We're fairly close to a level up. Another decent quest and we're probably there.
Well met.
Anything I can do to help?
Not unless you want to grab a hammer and get down on your waist in the mess.
Marv looks at you disparagingly.
By the looks of you, I don't think that's gonna happen. Now get out of here.
Right, we need the gambler guy. And this guy is gone, not unexpectedly. I do like the fact that the game sort of... ooh, there's my luck. The game also... I'm pretty sure if I would have pickpocketed the guy here, I would have gotten more or less the same information. And it was always going to be a trap. but there was no clear indication of that, and at the same time the trap is fairly logical. I mean, they have to know, if they know that someone's looking out for them, it's in their best interest to basically feed information, because the guy isn't exactly going to disappear on his own. So it's a good indication of how the game is written and quest design. The real question is do you have a way of countering or spotting that? If you don't, it sort of is meaningless. You might as well just not give a shit, because the end result is always going to be the same.
What do you want?
Bugger off, Imperial. I have no desire to speak with you.
Excuse me, but are you the one they call Myla?
And who that thug looks at you a bit suspiciously? I might be. What's it to you? My spotting skill is non-existent. Attempt to see if you can spot the brooch on Mylak's possessions. You fail to notice anything of interest. Mylak seems to be very wary of you now.
What do you want with me? Speak your business quickly or be gone from my presence.
I've heard that you might be able to aid me in finding a magical pendant called a soul brooch. I have need of one, and supposedly you won just such an item the other day.
Mylak continues to stare at you suspiciously for a moment, but then shrugs.
Yeah, I won a soul brooch from a fool of a Minotaur the other day. Stupid beast couldn't even realize I had rigged our card game against him.
Do you suppose I might buy the brooch from you?
Sure, if you have enough gold. I think 75 gold pieces ought to be about right.
Again, he's in a location where pickpocketing is likely to be unsuccessful. There's so many spotters everywhere. We'll try persuasion. It's the one strong thing we have. We will still have to pay for it though. But what are my options? I can't intimidate, and I'm certainly not gonna kill the guy. Pickpocketing might be an option though. Not right now. Could you get the fuck out, please? Stop staring at me. And there's another one. Okay. I need a 13 to succeed. I just want to see if he even carries anything. Or do I have to work through the dialogue? No items or gold.
What do you want?
How about 50 gold? I think that is more than enough for such a brooch.
I suppose 50 gold pieces will suffice.
In exchange for the gold pieces, Mylak hands over the soul brooch belonging to Gaunt. 250 experience. So if basically I bought a level up with this gold. It's not much of a investment. Crafted by the Minotaurs of Charak, these brooches signify a life bond between two Minotaurs who have pledged their love for one another. It is extremely rare for one of these to be found anywhere other than a Minotaur's possession, but rumors hold that great magic is sealed within the strange stone of the brooch. Charisma +1, only useful by a magical. Need to identify this shit. There was another item, wand. Well, I'll have to check how much does magical identification even cost in this game. Is it better to buy identification or just potions? 100 gold, so it's verified potions. $22. Still, Bard should have a fairly good lore value. So do I really want to buy lore potions? Let's do the level up first, that might be enough to get exactly what we want.
How are ya?
Have you brought the soul brooch with you? I have it right here. Ah, excellent. Here's what I would like you to do. Take the brooch back to Gon and tell him you won it in a card game. From what I hear of Minotaur culture, if the brooch has been recovered in the same manner it was lost, in this case through a game of chance, then it does not bring dishonor to the Minotaur. Very well, I'll return it to Gon. Good. Once it's in his hands, return to me here and for your reward. Now on your way, lassie. Erin motions toward Gon, still sulking in the corner of the tavern.
Greet you!
Ah, now I shall never win back my beloved Vara's soul brooch. The fates have deemed to bring doom upon me for my foolishness.
I have your soul brooch right here. Minotaur's eyes light up when he sees the brooch in your hand.
You have the soul brooch? I never thought I would lay eyes upon it again.
Suddenly, Gon's expression grows wary.
I cannot accept its return, though. I lost it in a game of chance, and honor demands that I can only recover in such a manner.
Why can't I just play a game of cards with the guy? I don't understand that. That seems to me the simplest option. But I won it from my luck in a fair game.
Well, perhaps I had not considered that possibility. Yes, I believe it would. Would you return my soul brooch to me, human one? I would be eternally grateful to see it in my possession again.
Of course, Gon. Here you go.
Thank you, human one. You have allowed me to regain my honor. I am grateful. Know that I will remember this deed forever.
Gon takes the soul brooch from your hands. If we would have just played a game of cards with him to get for him to regain the brooch, there would have been no necessary to lie, and no risk of later the lie being discovered and him being dishonored. So I don't understand why we wouldn't just play a game with him and intentionally lose. I don't get it. Seems like the most simple and straightforward way to deal with this without any negative consequences later on, or possibility of negative consequences later on. Seems like you're just lying for the sake of lying here.
How are ya?
I can see the glowing expression of Gon's even from here. Very up, so I would assume that Soul Brooch is once more in his possession. It is quite noble of you to aid Gon without any sort of reward. You are a good lassie, that I thank you for all you have done. You've earned my respect this day, and I will not forget your help. Who knows, perhaps we will find our paths cross once more. Now, the night is still young, and Tarin is cut off mid-sentence as a slim, wiry man approaches. A tall, dark-skinned man bows before Tarin, and rather a strange sight, as the man stands nearly twice the height of the small halfling.
Good day to you, Sir Halfling. I am Movfar, and I wish to extend my greetings to you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Malthar. I'm Tarin Lightfingers, traveler of the Northern Reaches and a card player extraordinaire. Pleased to meet your acquaintance.
The same to you, small sir. My companions and I are seeking a bit of company to pass the time with. Perhaps play a few hands of cards. Would you be interested in joining us?
A game of cards, eh? Can't say I'd be willing to pass that up, and there isn't much else going on at the moment. Sure, why not?
Excellent.
Malthar looks toward you and Lynn.
Your companions are welcome to come along if they like. Come, follow me.
I'd love for you to come join us, Beria. If you feel up for it, for fun, why don't you come and join us? Come along, Leon. We have yet more gold to win before the night is done. Leon smiles and shakes his head at the halfling's insistence on gambling, but follows suit anyway.
Come along, my friends. The night is still young.
His Malthar fellow motions for Tarin and Leon to follow, and you suppose you could tag along if you like. Gambler's Luck. Is this a new quest or a done quest? New quest. Highly suspicious. Still, we're not quite at a level up. Win a few hundred experience points from somewhere.
I greet you.
We will be starting a card game soon, madam. Would you care to join us for a few drinks while we wait for everyone to arrive?
Sure.
Excellent. How about a round of drinks for our new friends, eh, fellas?
Malthar gives you and Tarin a wide smile, showing a row of bright white teeth. This is a bad idea, but it might lead to something interesting.
My drinks sound most in order, good chap. My big brutish friend and I will take a nice pint of ale. What about you, Beria? Care for a drink as well?
No thanks. Drunkards always lose. Malthar's grin fades just a bit.
As you wish, lass. If you consider yourself too good to drink with the likes of us, it'll just save me a few gold pieces.
I'm at least highly suspicious of strangers buying drinks.
So, when does the card game begin? I'm quite anxious to begin. I bet you are.
Malthar's expression darkens for a moment, but he quickly hides it.
But all of our companions have not arrived yet. In the meantime, why don't we chat a bit?
So it's gonna lead to a fight. I have a single sleep spell.
You claim your name to be Tarin Lightfingers, if I am not mistaken. Would that be the infamous Tarin Lightfingers of Laseri, known throughout the Northern Reaches for his impeccable luck at the card tables?
Well, yes, I suppose that would be me, though I haven't lived in Laseri for quite some time. You notice Malthar and his companions have lost their friendly smiles.
The same Tarin Lightfingers that fled Laseri in cowardice when he lost a sizable sum of gold to Pharaoh's Nightcrawler.
Tarin gulps loudly.
I'm afraid you must be mistaken, my friend. Did I just say Tarin Lightfingers? I meant Tarin Mightfingers.
Yes, that's it. Malthar's eyes narrow dangerously.
Pharaoh does not take lightly to halflings leaving town with unpaid debts. I'm afraid you've gotten quite the bounty on your head, little halfling.
Lien, it might be time for you and I to get out of here. Just as the halfling begins to rise, his eyes start drooping heavily.
What's happening? A halfling with a price on his head shouldn't take drinks from strangers, little fool. Pharaoh's Nightcrawler will be quite happy to have you return to him for proper punishment.
Lien tries to stand, but his strength fails him, and he slumps into the chair.
What treachery is this? Poison?
Malthar turns his dark eyes upon you.
You there, lass. We want no trouble from you. Just mind your business and you won't get hurt.
I'll not let you harm Terran Lightfingers.
Well, that is most unfortunate. Men, hold up this foolish girl while I get the halfling out of here.
Suddenly, the other patrons at the table draw their weapons and lunge toward you as Terran and Lian fall from their seats in deep sleep. Yep, that's gonna help.
Down!
Nightcrawler uniform. It's pretty much rags, so there's no point looting it. But it's a uniform, so we might be able to pretend to be one of theirs.
What do you want?
Leon still seems groggy from the effects of Molthar's tainted ale, but he slowly rises to look at you.
What? They took Jarin. We must fight him very hard.
I agree. I don't want anything to befall him.
Good answer. I'll cut their throats for this insult. No one crosses a silver blade and survives long enough to brag about it.
Let's go then.
Let's track down this Molthar fellow and retrieve Tarin. Once he's safe, I'll carve some respect into the ranks of those Nightcrawlers.
What about the Notor? Ranger Rogue. This is not good. Problem is, might lack combat power. I mean, I suck at it, definitely, so...
Where are those men? They took little Tarin Lightfingers, didn't they?
Yes, Gon, they did.
I fear for the little halfling's safety. Those men are accomplices of Pharaoh's Nightcrawler, a powerful crime lord in the city of Laseri. He is known as a cruel man, and Tarin's life may be in grave danger.
We must find a way to rescue him.
I'm glad to see you would not simply abandon the little halfling to his fate. Good. I would not want to see Tarin meet an untimely end at the hands of those brutes.
Will you aid me in rescuing Tarin?
I wish I could, but my island of Charak lies not far from the city of Laseri. Pharaoh's Nightcrawler controls great power in that region, and I fear he would strike against my people in retaliation if I were to get involved.
I understand, Gon. I'll do what I can on my own.
I have seen those men quite a few times around the boathouse in the market district. That may be a good place to begin the search for him. I wish you luck, Veria, and shall pray for the safe return of both you and the halfling.
So, thoughts and prayers for me, thanks. Thanks, dude. Let's not make the same mistake we did the last time. We have to assume he might not actually have a weapon when we find him, so I want to carry an extra weapon around me. Doesn't have to be a good weapon, just has to be a weapon. One gold piece of craft is good enough. As long as it's something. Weighted club. Extra attack bonus range. He's a halfling, so some sort of small sword probably. 15 gold, yeah, I'll take it. It's an acceptable weapon with other people too, and it doesn't weigh all that much, so it's not much of a burden to have extra in inventory. Molthar.
Curse it all. That lazy Halcock still hasn't arrived. If I lose my prize due to his inaptitude, I'll have his head.
I pickpocket him. You carefully descend through the trapdoor's entrance. You seem to have stumbled upon some sort of underground lair. No shit.
Hello?
This guard, one of the members of the Nightcrawler gang, which abducted Turn, looks toward you as you approach. Okay, can we try to pretend to be part of this gang?
Hello?
Who you be? Why you approach? What you want?
I must speak with Molthar at once.
Oh, brought you pass through.
Guard steps out of the way, unlocking the door and allowing you entry. The door now open, you see a chance to strike at the guard before he can react. Do you wish to do so? Or with a quick swing of your weapon, the guard falls to the ground in a dead slump. The armor thing is not gonna work. Can't control the companions and what they do. How do they sneak or not?
What do you want?
You can send him on a scouting trip. It's weird. I mean, there's very few things I can order him to do. At the same time, I can give him an order to go forward and scout out things. Okay, we want to reach Tarin's cell as quickly as possible. Powerful item. Okay, good stuff. I just need to identify it. I'll gladly pay for the identification if the level up isn't enough to get us the necessary lore skill. Right, he's fully equipped, I think. Maybe not. We do need a key.
Flee or fall!
Sound the alarm. Fine. Yeah, this is bad.
Flee or fall!
Do you open this door? No?
What do you want?
He should automatically do this shit.
There's more with that. This usually.
I guess it needs a
works.
key.
I need a better weapon.
think we could have gotten in there without arousing suspicions. Not that it matters too much. Still a bit of a troublesome situation though. I want him to be in good condition. Whether or not I am is not that important. I can sort of throw a spell and leave it at that. He can. It occurs to you that it might be possible to lock the fence gates, thereby preventing the Nightcrawler gang member from coming to each other's aid. Okay, but these are the last members, so what the fuck would I care?
You just follow me and stay close.
They're in two groups. We only get us one shot at this.
Alright, crew. Let's take them down.
Good saving throws, very good. I had more than 50% chance of successfully knocking them out. Didn't succeed. We need to kill the rogues. That way he can't get sneak attacks.
You will.
Right, not bad. He has to have the key and short swords. Excellent. One rogue still remaining. I'll be the distraction, you do the backstabbing. Right, this was a much easier job than the actual slave raids job. $35 points to level up. Should be a guarantee when we get the quest experience. The little halfling slowly rises to his feet groggily.
Peria, is that you? Oh, thank the gods you're here.
Turn turns his groggy eyes toward you, shaking his head to clear the fog.
Ah, my poor little head. Thank the gods you're here, Peria. I thought I would end my days in the dungeons of Pharaoh's Nightcrawler for sure this time.
Has this happened before? Erin looks a bit embarrassed.
Well, yes, in a fashion. You see, this chap in the last area, a nasty fellow who goes by Pharaoh's Nightcrawler, seems to want my head upon a spike. It's all over a bunch of foolishness, but he seems quite adamant in his pursuit of me. That's a long story, and I'd say we have a far greater worries at the moment. As in, how am I going to get out of here?
Couldn't we just walk?
Path should be safe. Let's go.
Tarin nods.
Sounds like a decent enough plan to me.
Tarin turns to Lian.
Can you go out ahead and get our ship ready? We should prepare to escape immediately if we're going to get out of here in one piece.
Yeah, he has okay stuff, but it's his stuff. Yeah. You can keep it. Lian nods and quickly darts into the shadows.
Lead the way, Veria.
Rogue, pure rogue. Very good bowman. And he has his own equipment. I guess with the bow it might make more sense to block this and then use arrows to shoot through it. Ooh, underground dock has can we actually use this? No, but there was some guy he was waiting on, so there's a good chance we're gonna meet him now. Let's try it without resting first. I can tank things fairly well, as long as there's someone to do the actual killing.
Thanks to gods I'm free. Thank you so much for saving my life, Virya. I don't know how I could ever repay you for your kind act.
No problem. I'm glad you're safe.
I'd like to offer you the 400 gold I won in Garak. It's a payment for my brave rescue. It's the least I can give.
Nonsense, just stay away from those card tables.
I'll do my best, lassie, but that's a lot to ask out of all Terran Lightfingers. After all, card playing is my specialty. Still though, it's kind of you to not rob me of my earnings, and thank you once more. Well, I ought to be off on my way now. No good staying around here much longer. Good luck to you, Varian, and I may have a feeling we may see each other before all is over and done with. The little halfling makes its way toward the docks in preparation to leave Garak for safety. Yeah, I think we're gonna meet him at the docks because the other guy who's after him is gonna meet him. Right. This is a fairly important level up for us, simply because we do need lore, surprisingly enough. I'm also thinking of pushing charisma up as much as I can at this point, so we're gonna leave everything else as is. Right, we've definitely pushed this quite a bit higher. But conversation skills are a much higher priority. Also appraisal. What else? Concentration is always good, but not how we are currently using things. It's not that important. I'm thinking of putting points in lore simply so I can identify the base crap items. I suppose we could switch items around. I'm not sure if there's much point in these. These are all useful spells still. Second level spells, we would like something offensive. Ooh, summon creature 2 is probably okay. Just something that does damage while I'll sit there and use improved expertise. Ooh, hold person is a good one. That's an enchantment spell. Ghostly Visage we have on an item now. Out of bewilderment. Enemies in the area effect are stunned and blinded for 1d6 rounds. That's a great spell to have. I am also the healer pretty much, so maybe heal spells. I sort of don't want to do that though. Heals can be done with other means. But it cannot be done. Invisibility potions are fairly common. A little bit of sonic damage. Ability to stun. And it's an offensive spell. So we have a lot of evocation spells now. They're not a great spells, but we do have them. Right.
Might be able to identify some of this shit. Ripper, +1 attack bonus, massive criticals. Rod of Ghost, ghostly visage, 1 use per day. Vakar, slashing damage resistance. That's interesting. Usually it's some sort of an offensive power. Okay, can't identify the wand. The wand might actually be very useful. Oh, looks like a lightning bolt wand. Just a single item, so I guess I'll pay for the identification. The price they're willing to pay for my crap has gone up significantly. And it's still better for me to buy the potions because I have good prices. 100 gold for paying for the identification. Much lower than that, 85 to get the potion. Unfavorable now. Right. So switching around things. Now she's paying the most out of everything, and she's paying more than I got previously. Yeah, decent prices. I can't use this because it's a martial or rogue, not a simple weapon. Still, I might as well just sell this shit. I can't use it, it's just waste of inventory space and carry weight. Gonna hold on to one of them, I suppose. It's better than a short sword, but I'm sort of holding on to this because it's disposable. Masterwork is throwing hundreds of gold pieces away for no reason. Right. Wand of Lightning. 50 charges, it uses 5 charges per hit, so 10 lightning bolts, level 5. Very powerful weapon at this stage. But that's the sort of crap we want to get as much as possible. That's not something I can use even if I have expertise on. What else? Do we even have quests? We have the Shadowguards and the Disciples in the Dark District. There's really not much going on here. We'll have to go to new areas. I think the Dark District would make the most sense. To your surprise, a strange beam of light erupts over the nearby plaza, coalescing into the form of a red-robed man, a pair of fiery eyes gleaming beneath his hood. The red-robed man begins to speak in a deep, harsh voice.
Hear me, people of Garak, and listen well. The hour of doom is at hand. All these lands shall be covered in a sea of blood. Turn your back on the Sharakhan Empire you have so eagerly embraced, and perhaps you shall be spared. Do not, and you shall most surely perish.
The Crimson Prophet! The gods save us! He will bring death to us all!
A robed human man stands up amongst the crowd.
Do not listen to the foul words of this demon, people of Garak. Do not heed his lies.
Hefting a staff to his side, the human man rushes forward to face the Crimson Prophet.
Begone, foul curl. Trouble the people of this city no further.
Crimson Prophet looks upon his adversary with disinterest, effortlessly waving his hand and bringing the human man to a dead halt.
You are a fool, if you think you can stand against my might.
Crimson Prophet turns his gaze back to the crowd once more.
It appears my welcome has worn thin, so I am afraid I must depart you now. Heed my words, for the time of doom draws near. The prophet here in Garak, I must move quickly if I am to thwart his plans.
The human man turns hurriedly from the scene, his face flushed with anger as he departs. Archon. Very difficult, but he's not that high of a level if he's only very difficult. Maybe 5 or 6. Anyway, I do need to rest somehow. Can I just lock my ass here and rest? Yeah, this is something I appreciate. Did I use food this time? I don't think so. Or does it taste it after you've done resting? We're done resting, right? There are 7 meals remaining. That will be good for a long time, and as long as we're in the city, we can just go and buy more. I think I'll leave things here. Not a bad start. Wonderful use of different options and skills. Definitely the best so far. So good choice to play as a bard. The flexibility and skill use is pretty much our only strength at the moment. We have some spells, but no, we're definitely a support class at the moment. And I think I'm gonna stay that way, but I need to have means to kill things myself. I know how these things can go. In the end, I'm always alone, so I'm going to try to work hard to get tools that have offensive capabilities. If I can't buy them, I'll make them.